Yeah. All right. I feel like we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Mic
All
check. Mic
right.
check. Mic check. All right. We live. We live.
Yeah, we're live. We're back in this.
All right, man. We're back. We're back. We're
Says
back.
we're
We're back
back.
with another one again, man. Appreciate y'all for being with us, man. It's another week. Um, Hope you're having a good time so far, man. I know the weather. The weather's been a little bit up and down. Just when we thought, the summer was here. I mean, not summer, but just when we thought the spring was here, it was feeling good. It's that sweater weather. Back with the snow one more time. But appreciate y'all for being with us. Being with us one more time, man. It's another week. Blessings and blessings Yahweh, man.
Sure.
And it's your
Good
boy.
to be back.
Yeah, man. Good to be back with y'all, man. It's your boy Links Vision.
Fearless Fuzz on all platforms.
All right. All right, man. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. What we got going on for today?
There's a little bit to get into. There's the 83 points by Bam. USA playing right now,
We can do that. Bam went bananas on them.
which is kind of crazy. What do you think about how we got it? Or like, did you watch the game? Did you watch it
at the time I was watching the Lakers game. But I remember just they spoke about it during the game. I think saying Bam was during the time he had a 70 point or something close to that. And I'm thinking, oh hell no way that's possible. But I think also too, just it was the shocking part of it was, of course, well, to even before even getting into this, we gotta say congrats, and especially be my Nigerian brother. Respect. You know I go on. You know what's going on. And I know they carry last. We don't carry last. So I appreciate you, my guy, for doing what you did for our people. We're gonna give you that. Keep doing what you do, man. Bam. Adebayo. For the ones we couldn't, you know what I mean? If y'all ain't knowing, my Nigerian brother right there. But yeah, man, let's get back to it, man. Congrats again, my guy. There's been a lot of hate. There's been a lot of folks, some kind of pushback towards you know what I mean? Just the fact that he was able to get that 83 point. I get it though. I understand. I see where they're coming from when it comes to the fact that they love the guy for Kobe. We all love Kobe. You know what I mean? So it was tough for people to see that record being broken. And the crazy thing is, we all see a record, but in actuality, it's not really a record; it's a stat, right? Because the actual record is 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with the amount of love, because we love Kobe so much, we're quick to say the record, right?
I think that's
what it
because
is.
like no one was alive to see the 100, so like people kind of.
Well, some people were.
Well, like
alive,
okay, but
most of us are not.
most of us weren't. Like
We
the people
weren't.
that are actually gonna be on the internet talking,
Right,
that are actually
right.
saying like the record, we weren't allowed to see that
At the
100.
time.
So like what we saw, the
And we've
biggest
never
game
seen.
we
I
ever
don't
seen.
even think we saw that. We've ever seen the video.
Yeah,
On
and like
it,
we ever even
right?
seen
We just
how we
took the
got it.
word.
It's all myth, right? But like so the
Well, I don't want to say it's a myth because
no, a myth doesn't mean it's false. A myth just means it's something that you don't know.
fair enough.
So for the fact that like the biggest game that we've really ever seen was the Kobe game, and it was against the Raptors. And
Which I remember that game clearly, and it's funny because I heard some people. I remember watching that game live, right? And over time, I feel like the story has been changed a little bit. People make it seem like through the whole game, from the beginning to the end of the game. To me, I didn't think it was being guarded. Like, of course, there was some few times during the game, especially in the early stages of the game, and I think during that second quarter, I think my folks was double teaming, you know what I mean? But it was too late. He was already too hot them times. But even when you go back and watch that game, folks make it seem like it was some perfect defenders or whatever you want to call it that was on them in that moment, right? But them dudes was at a older stage of their you know what I mean, their career, and dude was just burning them, right? No excuse for the Raptors, but Kobe was a beast, man. He did what he had to do, you know what I mean? But compared to this dude's game, though, me seeing that game, going back and watching it, of course, right? Because I didn't really see the beginning of it. My guy was burning them dudes. He was cooking, right? This wasn't one of those where they let him fly by either. He was cooking them for a while. Now, this is the part where people get a little bit more, you know what I mean? People get a little pushback when it comes to, I guess, towards the end of the game, right? After Duke scored 70, right? He realized, oh shit, I might be able to catch his number, right? From his squad and the other squad, the amount of fouls he was getting around that time was, you know what I mean, a little high. You know, I can see why people feel a little bit ways about it. But my question is, aren't you supposed to take what's in front of you when it comes to those things? Like, so when y'all want to foul me, like the fact that he was still able to make those foul, you know what I mean, those free throws, it counts, it matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it was like, I think he made 38 or 42 or something like that. You still got to make them, right? You know what I mean? It's a different conversation if that dude went there and scored and made only 25. We're not having this conversation, right? So the fact that he was able to still stand in line, and yeah, how many free throws he got? That's probably the most free throws ever for a player. But shit, to each his own. You don't foul him then. What was it? Okay, read it out loud. Anybody owes the NBA record for the most free throw made, 36, and attempted 40. So you know what I mean? So then,
That's a little crazy though.
It don't matter. Well, crazy or not, but it ain't like niggas just. Well, what's what I'm looking for? So why you fouling then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a little crazy. Like the whole thing was.
That's where you gotta look at Wizard, and that ain't his fault. That motherfuckers is following them. I can't, and I don't know. For me, I just feel like yes, I get it. The number does sound crazy. We can keep that part, you know, just to keep it real. But from the perspective of that ain't his fault, because why you following nigga that much?
That's
right? Because nigga was cooking them that much. They gotta keep following
43. God damn, I didn't know it was that much.
Nigga, watch the game. He was cooking them.
I watched the whole thing. He was, but like
so
that's still a lot of free throws. That's undeniable. But god damn. But what I would say is like
no, but you can't say I get that, but I feel like people say that with intention of like trying to like put a little slash in the man's in that man's record. I get that part, but the point I'm making is why they fouling a nigga though.
Yeah, because
it takes the opposite team for me to get fouls. Mm-hmm. My squad can't foul me and say get on the free throw line.
Yeah.
So which means I'm still playing aggressive. I gotta be aggressive for you to keep giving the fouls. It's fine. Let's just say the referee give him extra 5. It's still a lot of free throws. Why motherfuckers can foul that nigga?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing this nigga's cooking, right? Play some motherfucking defense then. Double team, shit. Right, triple team if you got a triple team, do something, right? But I feel like that's what they got caught up with, and then they just got caught up with, you know, the Wizard is then it's the Wizard. It is the Wizard. That's the kind of like the, you know what I mean, the downside.
Yeah,
it's the actual franchise itself. They're not taken very seriously, even the league itself, right? That's one of the reasons why people are gonna try to look down on his record too. But I feel like even at that point when Kobe was cooking the Raptors, that wasn't the Vince Carter era.
Yeah, that wasn't really the best.
That wasn't the best. That wasn't a good. I remember that time clearly, but you know, that's why I think now we're talking about the free throws and shit. A few years from now, in that shit gonna matter. Nobody's gonna care about how many free throws he took. The question is gonna be, oh, what? He scored 80. What? You know what I mean? 83. That's all it's gonna matter. You know what I mean? I guess James Harden did it before. Yeah, 24. Damn, he made every free throw. 24 of 24. Bumble.
Damn,
James Harden different.
I need to know the second most though, because there's no way that's the second most, because that's like half.
No, but what he did in that one game was what you mean? Yeah, of course it's gonna be that, because anybody getting close to 83.
No, but there's gotta be someone that shot more than 24 free throws.
Yeah, but if dude was getting 40 free throws that easy, then we would have been scoring the 83. That's what makes it amazing, because it's only been done one time. Or sorry, second time. Because someone's got 100, right? For a reason, right? So there's got to be a reason why he was able to keep pushing, man. Because dude, that 61 right there, who's that? Because I know Luka scored 71 before. Luka scored 71, but that nigga was cooking that game. That's probably one of the best games I've ever seen in my life. That Luka game was insane. Yeah. When he scored 71, they scored. Was it 71 too? Or 70 something. The dude from Phoenix.
Yeah,
the light skin guy, Booker, right? Except the only problem with it was he lost that game.
Yeah, they lost.
Right. But I think Luka won this game though.
Yeah,
that game was crazy. I think it scored 71. Like, man, that was one of the most craziest. Let's see Bam's highlight. Quick highlight of it, and let's see. Let's kind of, you know what I mean, judge a little bit quick. Able to find like a short highlight of Bam.
Yeah.
The 83. And I mean, we gotta show. We still gotta show the Ninja boy some love, man. Bam made it 3. Is that it? No, every point from. Yeah, there you go. Every point.
Looking for their 37th win. Looking for their
What happened?
No, no.
37th win of the season. And Benjamin helps the Heat offense. Come back against Carrington to the paint. Good reach in by
And he was
Sullivan.
playing mad defense
Now
too.
Bam
That game.
takes advantage. Euro steps in. Gives it back to Bam. And a goaltend on Sarr. So Bam Adebayo with a 9-point first quarter bid. The NBA, of course, Victor Wembanyama being a unicorn. Talented two bigs in our matchup. Mitchell cross court for the Bam.
You know what I mean? Like, none of
Yes.
easy.
Already up by 2. 5.5 left, first quarter. Here comes Bam again against
Come on,
Sarr.
fam.
He slammed it through.
This wasn't like something.
Bam
That's
from
what I'm
the
saying.
corner.
Like, they trying to take away from that from that man's game, fam. You
Back
cooked
to
it.
Gordon.
Look at this.
Win 3, Bam. Why not?
It takes skill to do this shit.
Second. Yes, and the foul. Of these two free throws.
Now, in the last 5 minutes, 8 minutes of the game, I agree. It was a little
They
bit
got
easy.
27.
But
Just
before
never
them
know
times,
what's in
dude was
store.
cooking.
Yes, sir.
Come on, fam.
How about some more? A 30-point first quarter for Bam Adebayo.
Come
I
on,
think is
fam.
going to get them leaving their feet, getting
They
them
hit
off
him.
balance. He should
Toronto leading at
We all love Kobe.
felt like a
I
dominant
get it.
team that
be young. I mean,
It's the fact that Kobe
Heat
also
history.
passed, man.
12.
It's touchy.
Bam spinning on Saul.
Wizards in the penalties.
Cooking.
It's really in the first half. Bam.
Look at this.
Free throw line consistent.
Like, they made it seem like he was just on some, like, he's walking in a
Comes
game.
again. Bonus
You know
for
what I mean?
Bam.
The fourth quarter, yeah.
At home against Charlotte.
50.
There he is again.
Give me that.
After that loss in Philadelphia.
Again, I don't say that's to score 50 points. He came
In a game in his career. The subject. Free throw
Now they
attempts.
just put it all in one.
Smith stole it.
Well, they're showing it every
Was
score.
made
Yeah.
it again.
advantage in transition off this.
The 3 on the
Here's Bam. Got fouled.
Oh, again,
The Wizards, man, it's
halfway
embarrassing.
through the 14.
Ain't no way letting them
History
score this
NBA by
much.
an
Break his leg or
individual
something.
player. In the Bam.
Average.
Shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Punch him. Do something. This is what I'm talking about. Like, all right here was all. Like, after he scored 70, we just straight up
83.
finding every way to break the record.
83 points for
My ball was,
Bam
my ball was
Adebayo.
playing,
He
man.
will
You
come
gotta give
out
him
of the
shit.
game.
It takes skill. I don't care. If it's just right, no good layup, we gonna get tired.
We feel you at home. Looking for their 37th
I thought this was
win.
an NBA game. You know what I mean?
And
Niggas just hate it.
Benjamin helps the Heat offense. Come back against Cam.
Congrats again, my guy. Cheers.
Yeah, it was a good game.
You know what I mean? He did his thing, man. Ninja.
But one thing, like my take from it, like from because I watched the highlights twice and I
Yeah.
watched like a little bit of how the game was going. He had a hot first
That's
quarter.
what that's what it was.
I think he had an amazing game, but it did do a lot to make him like get to 83. Because I watched what they were doing. They were taking like weird fouls and
That's
like,
what,
all
but,
that
that was,
stuff.
but you
I think you just
but
gotta
they
you gotta
weren't
tell
doing that.
Yeah, yeah,
in
but
the first
let me
quarter.
take like this is my take, right? So the only thing like I would say is like I think you could say the whole truth and still hype him up. I think he had a legendary game, but I do think they didn't have to do a lot of weird stuff that they were doing at the same
like
time.
what though?
Because
Because
I saw what I saw the.
in the fourth quarter, that's what I
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like that's
You-
what I'm saying.
you
So
still
how do
would've
you
had
take
a
away?
legendary
The
game.
man,
I'm
that's
not
what I'm
taking-
saying.
you don't
like,
have to take
how
away,
does
but
a
you can
man
still
score
tell the truth.
70?
Yeah,
The man already scored 70 them times by the third quarter.
but you don't have to hide it. Like, you
What
can
is
still
that hide?
say
It's,
like
it's national. It's on TV.
yeah, but
You
I'm
guys
still
are
saying like
watching
when
it.
someone says that something weird happened, you could still accept that something weird did happen and tell the truth and just be like,
I
he
think
still
I
had a
started the
legendary
conversation
game.
by saying my own dumb self.
Yeah,
out of
but
my
like
own
when
mouth
I
by
say
saying
it,
in the
people-
fourth quarter was a little iffy, but people that's talking is coming from most of the hate is coming from the fact that it's Bam. If fucking thing did this shit, what are we talking about? This has been going on every single time in NBA. We acting like to break records. People don't fucking do that and chase that record and act and do funny shit to do that. That's been happening.
Yeah, I
so
think
why we? That's my point. So they just doing that because of who it is. Because it's one of those places where you don't expect him to even score 40, 50s. Because that's not really his type of game. So him getting that alone, I guarantee exactly what just happened right now. If fucking Booker did that shit, we're not having this conversation again. It's just gonna be because you expect a
I
Booker
think you could
to
tell
do
the
it.
whole truth,
If Kevin
though.
Durant did that, but we've been telling. That's what I said from the
That's
beginning.
what I'm saying. Like if that happened to Booker, I would still say like what. they
Okay,
did
I'll give
something weird
okay.
in
So I'll give a
the
perfect
game.
example. Kobe. Kobe's last game when he scored 60. I don't want to do this because I don't want.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't want,
that wasn't a.
No, but that's the point. But nobody wants to touch that topic. But that's exactly what Kobe did in that game. Kobe scored 60 points. No, to anything.
I can't defend what.
No, hold on. Let me
saying.
finish the point. The point is Kobe scored 60. So people don't want to hear this. They start getting emotional about it because that's why I didn't want to do this because they trying to act like Bam is the first one. That's what, but people do that. They pick and choose. But now let me choose someone that is all our favorite and let's keep it real. Kobe's last game in the league when he scored 60, nigga took like 60 shots to make 60 points.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Come on, I can do that. I don't want to disrespect nobody. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
They did a lot to make him get that.
But that's the point I'm making. We do this when it's time. It's been happening. A perfect example. Jordan. What's that shit? There was one with this one regarding Jordan situation. In a what year was it? I'm trying to remember that year. That was that last year in the All-Star when they chasing that record. Another example. What's his name? The dude from fucking is it Robinson? The big man. And when he was trying to break the record, he was trying to get the highest scoring. And he waited to the last game of the season and he scored 71 points. And that 71 point got him the highest score because if he never scored 71 points in the last game of the season, his team was doing everything, just giving him the ball, just so he can score 71. Because we thought that 71, he would never be in the highest scorers of that year. This is what's been happening in East Street every single time. But these things get forgotten over time. So that's what I'm trying. I hope this nigga doesn't take it like. I hope wherever he is, Bam in this situation, don't take this shit too serious because motherfuckers just whatever they have to say is cool. But the point I'm making is in years from now, no one's gonna remember the detail. All we remember is Kobe scored 60.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say. Like I'm not saying that I said it from the beginning. Like the fourth quarter was a little bit iffy because the nigga done scored 70 before that. All right. Most times when teams are winning that high, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna take out the best player and go sit you down. Even if it's even in the third quarter. You see with OKC all the time, right? Shea ain't playing for most of the fourth quarter. He's sitting down because you know what I mean. They're slapping the squad. They were slapping the squad, right? So he could have been sitting down. So I get it. But now do I get? He's from his perspective, it's like motherfucker. I scored 70. Oh, what? I still got a fourth quarter. I'm gonna chase it. I would have done the same shit.
For sure.
You get my point because that's just the what's what I'm looking for. The competitive part of him. You know what I mean? The man's playing sport, professional sport at the highest level, man. I think most people in that position would have done the same shit. But a lot of times, then people can go back to like the Booker situation. Booker could have scored a little bit more. I think they took him out. Like I think towards the last 2 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Right. But people wanted this guy to come out from like the fourth quarter because they
were winning by a lot.
I think 20 points or whatever that is. So I get both sides of what I'm saying, but I'm just talking about just that the fact that you can score 83 points in a game. There's a reason why it ain't be done yet. If it was as easy as folks are trying to poo-poo it right now, somebody else would have done it. Of all the players that ever played in the league, cut it out. Cut it out, man. It's not easy to do that shit. A lot of people done got close. 71. What's that dude that scored? Will? Scored 70. That nigga done scored 71 like how many times? Like I think like 6 times. He done scored 71. And someone that scored 100 points. I seen a list recently. I couldn't believe that I didn't score that much points consistently. But you didn't see him still get 83 anytime soon. So it can't be that easy, man. You know what I mean?
No, it's never that easy. And
you know what I think has a chance though to break it or get close to that? Wemby.
Yeah,
I think Wemby does. With that height,
the thing about Bam, like my take on it really is like, I don't think people should really be getting mad about like when people say it's something weird happened, because I think over time it is gonna get overshadowed. But I also think like even like if I was in Bam's perspective, I would want people to say the whole thing. So it's not like something people could just say something after.
No, but that's bullshit.
And it's like
it's bullshit from the perspective. Why do you give a fuck about saying the whole thing about what?
Like why do you not like why are you so mad about? I'm saying? Like for me, I just said the whole thing, right? Like why do people get so mad when you start saying that part? Is what I'm saying. Like why can't you just say it and just not be like, I don't hate Bam, but like that like something weird happened in the end of the game. Like people get so it will call you a hater just for saying that.
But what I'm saying is, how do I put this? For the most part, like when folks win championship or win whatever crazy accomplishment they win within that time, people are not. What's the word I'm looking for? For the most part, it's supposed to be straight. Why can't we just appreciate it for what the fuck he just did, right? Now, for the ones that want to pick it apart and things like that, I'm speaking about those ones where they're fully picking it apart from the perspective of the agenda behind it. It's the fact that he broke Kobe's, what they call a record, which is actually a stat, not a record.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big Kobe fan. People, you know what I mean? I love Kobe, bro. You know, but I just have to, the same way you saying about that, I'm keeping it real. When you bring up the 60-point, when they're talking about that situation, but then I say, and then when you say shit like it's been happening, we bring up Kobe's 60-point to end his career, the last game. People don't want to hear that because it touches a certain place. That's all I'm saying. Because they don't want to hear the fact like, oh, it's almost like want to forget the fact that he took 60 shots.
So the thing is, like, why do people get so mad about the fact? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, because
I don't understand the psychology of that.
But what it is.
I like the fact of whatever anything is. I like to get like straight to what I see.
For the most
even
part,
if it's good or bad, I like to take both of it and just say the whole thing, right? And it's not from any agenda or stuff like that. But I get like when you have nuance and when you're saying, people just think it's either you should praise something or you should hate on something. Like you have to either choose like one side, and it doesn't. For me, I never see that. Like I see whatever I see, good and bad, and
that's a fact.
I see the whole thing.
Fact. But I think a lot of times too, though, it's easier to say that when I think if the conversation was having or whatever that is, even in a dialogue with the person that you care about, we all pick and choose. When there's some sort of dialogues, we talk. You even realizing you're gonna do that, right? So I say that to say, like in this conversation, for example, Bam is a player where that's not most people's favorite player, fans wise. So in those conversations, what's what I'm looking for? There's not gonna be many people that's willing to back him up in this situation. It's more of it's gonna be the opposite of damn, he just broke Kobe's record. Which exactly what I'm saying is what a lot of players, professional players, are saying. It's not me saying this out of their own mouth. The fact that damn, why you gotta break Kobe's record?
Yeah, there's a lot of weird.
So this is the people
like
I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
So I'm only speaking about the fact that like we love Kobe, but the fact that people are very bothered that the fact he was able to break. Now, you don't want to know why I see where they're coming from. The first thing when I realized he actually scored 83, the same feeling they had, I had that exact same feeling at first. Like damn, fuck, this nigga broke Kobe's record. I didn't think somebody was gonna do that shit. I did at first. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't understand that angle either.
Hold on. Because back to the point, because of the love we all got. If you really got love for Kobe, it's a difference.
I got love for Kobe.
Meaning Kobe for Kobe's. What do you mean? You might like Kobe, but depending on how much you really care for his game, right? Mm-hmm. It's almost like a LeBron, right? It might not be your cup of tea, right? But I'm a LeBron fan also. You know what I mean? So I'll give you a perfect example. Kevin Durant. I love Kevin. All right, my bad. I love Kevin, right? And Kevin's game, but that doesn't mean. What's what I'm looking? But he's not one of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. So when they talking some certain things about him, whatever that is, regardless when they got at certain points, I'm not gonna be trying to defend those kind of situation because he's not really one of my favorite players. I mean, he's one of my favorite players when it comes to scoring, but I can't. But he's not really what's what I'm looking for. In my top 3 favorite players. You know what I'm trying to say? So when people have that negative things to say about Kevin, for example. If it is something that really bothers me, like, you're talking about, like, maybe they come with something stupid like Kevin can't score or some dumb shit like that, I'm not really going to defend it as much as whatever. It is what it is. Whatever, that's your perspective, that's cool. Now, if I was in a LeBron situation, because I'm a LeBron fan and I'm a Kobe fan, were you trying to dig in a little bit too much? It's natural to feel, wait, hold on now. But what about what like, let's speak about what he just did. How come you're not sitting enough on what just happened? Why are we quick to just throw that? Okay, all right, but after 83 though, but then he did this and did that. But motherfucker, why not praise that 83 enough like it was an actual record that's never been broken, and then give us the other side of it? Because the other side of it, I mean, it's very limited compared to what was actually broken. No matter what you're going to say the negative is, it's not good enough to equate to what just happened. I don't care what your negative is going to be because it's called that. There's a reason why he's the only name that's on that.
But if
I'm saying. What? Sorry, what are you gonna say?
I'm saying like if it's just the truth, then you can't. Like it's not like your people like if you make stuff up, then yeah, I understand that.
I mean the truth, but you can tell the truth, but you can also paint that truth in a certain way where it's not really actually the truth no more. For example,
then it's not the truth.
No, I'm not. You can what you mean? It can still be the truth. You're talking. Well, for example, I'll give you a good example. You can say he scored. I mean, he got 43 or 42, whatever that is, free throw, right? But it can be but he got that free throw because they just kept falling like it was nothing.
But that's not true, because you could watch it.
No, but what you mean? But that's the perspective that you're putting out there for people to hear.
But then it's not true, is what I'm saying. If you tell
Which,
the actual
no, but
truth,
it is actually true when it comes from certain parts of the game. You can say that. That's what I'm trying to say. But you can say it that way and make it seem like the whole entire game was just full of him just getting fouled. Like how you just watch him actually cooking for the first three whatever you want to call it. Now does it game out? I mean later on then become a little more of a just consistent and bullshit foul where you can actually see at one point it almost looked like, I'm not gonna lie, like the Wizard was trying to help him get to that 83. The more the time they were found, like, buddy, just let them niggas score. Fuck the and one that you're trying to give him right now.
I just think there's the difference between like a hater, because I've seen
There
two
was a
different
lot of that.
perspectives.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I've seen because I've seen
especially
videos
from
of people just
professional
saying
players.
like what happened, and then I see the comments. They're like,
I
hater,
feel like
hater.
that's a different
And then I
conversation.
see stuff like a hater, like actual like Nick Young, he was hating on Bam, right? And
I
I'm
saw a lot of like the daytime show.
Yeah, even
was
all that
a lot,
shit.
A lot of
And,
them
like-
was like, and they kept bringing up Kobe. A lot of it. So that's what got me to where whatever vibe you're seeing right now comes from the perspective of all them folks you don't see. With the perspective of like if it's just consistent, it was not. They almost let the nigga breathe from the perspective. Just congrats first, like congrats a nigga, but they come in fired up and just some ready to tear that shit up. Like 83 was just some shit where you just just wake up and throw it up. Like what are we talking about? Even in the All-Star game where people don't play no defense, niggas one player can score 83 yet.
I don't know what the record is.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, not that we've seen. We still, like, the All-Star game, they play absolutely no defense to let you see how hard 83 is to score. We still ain't seen one player score 83 in the All-Star game where niggas just walk into the fucking, like, literally walk into the layup. But that's the point I'm saying, like, it's nothing easy, buddy. Like, fam, you get the ball yourself and standing just trying to score 83 on your own. No defense, anybody there. It's still ain't. So it's like, it's just funny when people, like, that's the point I'm making. The ones that trying to poo-poo it, like, it's just, I can wake up and just score 83. Motherfucker, you was in the league.
That's
Your
crazy.
average was only 16. But you're making it seem like you were just scoring 40s and 50s. Like, come on, stop this. You see, but Luka was talking that greasy. If Kevin Durant was talking that greasy, right? The pure scorers. What's that nigga name? Ant-Man. Like, you know what I mean? If you know, who's more of a scorer that can, like, you gotta respect. Tatum, right? Brown. If some Sunday niggas that's like just like scorers can, if they talking that shit, I can get that. But not niggas that it wasn't really like that in the league. Like now you doing podcasts and you talking like you fucking greasy like on some. That's the
I
only
want to
part
know
that had
who
me.
you're talking about.
There's a lot of them still. If you go into it, there was a lot. Especially that same day, man. It was just a lot of it. And I'm like, buddy, congrats the nigga first. Just give him congrats. Just say congrats first, and then go on. But anyways, enough about that. But yeah, that's just how I feel about the Bam situation. And I think also too, I might be a little bit biased because he's Nigerian. You know what I mean? And that nigga scored 83. We need that. We'll take that endurance. We'll take that. But yeah, man, let's see what else we got for us, man. Let's move on a little bit from this. What you got? You want to get back in the news yet or not yet? This my guy right here. You know he's African too, eh? Oh, what's his name? He's from No Jumper. Yeah, that's the dude who was talking
You
about,
alluded to something about the Lyft driver incident. What was
You got caught
that?
doing
I
lift
don't
or
know.
some shit.
The internet being the internet is crazy. Actually, I don't know.
I'm
So
not,
I guess
I'm not
it was
here.
just a post that came up and somebody said that they got in the car and I was driving Lyft and it turned into a whole thing and I'm like, I've never done that in my life, so I don't understand how that
You've
could
never lifted.
I mean, I've gotten in a
you
Lyft.
never
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's
this the
what
thing though, right? I did have, and I said this before when this happened. I had a friend of mine. Like I got people who go on the road with me that may not be my DJ or may not be, you know what I mean? And they can need an opportunity to be able to eat too and pay their way or whatever the case may be. So I had a friend of mine at this particular time that would come and get one of the fleet cars that we have and drive Lyft. Now the person who owns the vehicle, anybody who has a small business or whatever knows this, like you have to be the person that's registering whatever on whatever platform to utilize the property that you own, right? Your asset. So
This was a really good interview. I remember watching. I want to talk about the music business.
Your sound was a part of my growth as a teenager.
it's fire.
Roscoe Sign.
Your sound was a
I
part
forget what
of my
exactly your
growth
songs are.
as a teenager.
That's
fire.
How does that make you feel?
I love
You
that.
got a lot of hits.
I present.
We can run through some of them quick. Rascal Dash. Yeah, he had a lot of hit records.
And
And he wrote a lot
quite
of songs too, I
frankly,
feel like.
I didn't think that was
I just took off there.
Paper
It's
trail
funny because
on.
I follow
Wow.
him on IG.
We
too,
went down a rabbit
and I
hole.
really thought he was a
Yeah.
good dude at first. I hope he is, and it's just one of those, you know.
From what I heard him
He
say
fucked up when
and
he was
talking,
younger.
he sounded like he was saying a lot of bullshit.
I can see that.
Like he was capping a lot.
Let's see his perspective of both sides if we can.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, folks, man, chat. I know we're being a little bit. It's almost like we ain't even talked to y'all in a minute. But you know, let's get to it, man. It's a little bit of what's his name again, Roscoe Dash. I guess talking about the music industry and just the music business in general. Let's get to it.
Okay, so they end up furnishing me the Interscope within like maybe a 3 to 6 month span of me having that Interscope deal, which is right around the time when Show Out came out, and we were shooting Show Out.
Remember that song, Show
Boom
Out?
Man, out of whatever spiteful act he wanted to do, sold my contract to the furnishing company. I didn't even know this. Yeah, I found out in the recording booth when I came to say, hey, yo, I want to shoot Summertime Swerving off Demolition 2020. I want to shoot a video for it. I'll go half on you. Let's just figure it out or whatever.
So before that, he was saying that like he had him and that Boom Man guy were doing they were making music together and shit. And the guy like he wrote a contract up that made himself as the label, which means the label owns. If you're the label, you own all the rights.
No. I gotta watch that little part of him even saying that. Maybe we're getting him kind of because I know he was signed with the dude. So that dude, yeah, because I know Roscoe was.
That's not what he
said.
said.
It was all they said was Roscoe was signed to him, and of course at the time you was still learning the business also. You know, he was young back then, right? That's something. I remember him saying he was signed to him. And what happened was he sold
Roscoe Dash out of a lot.
He sold his
Boom.
rights later
So I
on.
come and do that.
So I think Interscope on them record labels.
No, but he was like what he did.
Well, also to another thing he did, I know was fucked up was he was also his manager.
No, but he
Like,
was the label, and he got Roscoe to.
He's the label and the manager. So I'm saying.
Yeah,
which
he got him to sign to
You're
both.
not allowed to do that.
But he did. He got Roscoe to sign to both as a team.
Which a lot of people do that. I think thing too is similar. I'm not sure, but don't. You know
But he didn't let him know. Like he didn't know the whole time.
No, of course you know who your manager is.
No, he didn't know that he was the label. Like he had it in the fine print of the paper.
It's impossible for that's the part. And you see, when people start saying stuff like this, where I start getting a little bit iffy. Like how are you putting out songs and stuff? Somebody's giving you the money, so clearly you know that's your label, because the money's not coming out of your own pocket. So if that's what he's saying, then that makes absolutely no sense. It makes him sound stupid.
What do you mean?
So for example, if you're an artist, so this is the artist, right? Our label is like a bank, right? So when an artist if you don't need a label, you've got the money to really go wide. But a lot of times for example, in this situation, you come to this dude called what's his name? Boom, something like that,
Boom
right?
Man.
So Boom Man now takes your music. He goes, you know what I can do? Well, I might not have the money right now to give you cash. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take these records and bring it to my pops or my friends or people that I know that's in the music industry, right? To get you signed or at least get a fund for your music. So now, if I go, unless I'm the Boom guy, whatever that is, and I come to you, and you work for like, let's say Interscope, one of the record labels, and then I play you these songs. Once you take the songs and say, okay, yo, I think this is a hit. We're gonna put some money behind this. What happens is, in that point, because I brought this song, it's like an in and out type of situation where you heard the song, right? And I think the song is gonna be a hit. My job is to find investor into the song because you don't have the money to invest. That's why you need me, right? So I don't know if that's what happened with them, but I'm thinking that's what, because it has to be that. So in that case, for example, as an independent, from an independent record label, meaning I'm not a big record label, I can't make the song to be a hit record like I wanted to bring it. So I got to bring this to a perfect example would be Young Money. Young Money was on the Cash Money. Lil Wayne is a big artist. He could have done it by himself, but he still needed that push. So he brings it on the Birdman. Birdman took 50% of it. Right.
But what if it's like 100%?
No, Birdman. But we found out later on, right? Like we were in the contract situation.
No, but I'm saying in this, that's what happened.
I don't know. I'm about to watch it right now to see.
Yeah.
I'm saying in this scenario to say you don't know you have a record label is what I'm saying. It's crazy to me.
No,
when the money's coming from somewhere. So that sounds stupid as a person to say some dumb shit like that, because that means that's your record label. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like
is,
where
is
it's
an
funded
individual a record label? Like you can sign
unless the
yourself
only
as
way
a
would be
record
the
label?
only thing you can say, which would say you don't know that it would you don't know would be a situation where perfect example. Link's Vision. I'm the record label. Let's say this is a record label, right?
Mm-hmm.
The name Link's Vision, everything we already developed as a record label. We already have it signed as a record label.
But
right?
what if you don't?
If
Like
you
you're
don't,
just the
if
guy
you
that's
don't,
promoting music. And
if you don't, then
bring a
nothing's gonna.
contract.
Then that's just dumb because then the money still goes under your name directly. You're the record label. So
Yeah,
how does it affect you?
that's-
Because at that point you're just getting a percentage.
No,
that
what's
you
going
signed.
on is that guy. So basically, what
How the fuck you gonna sit there and someone that's not the one that's making the song or doing anything gonna take 100%? That doesn't make any sense to me.
no, he signed.
And he's
him
not
at-
your record label. Your record label gets the 100%.
No, but
first,
he
and then
signed
they give you a
himself.
percentage.
He brought him a contract
Yeah.
that signed himself as the record label in the fine print, but he didn't tell him that he was going to be the record label. He thought it was just a manager contract. So when he signed it, he thought Boom Man was just a manager, right? Not the record label. So when the record label, when his songs finally start, like, cause he was the one doing all the groundwork and shit from the start, and that's what he explained.
Of
all
course.
that.
Well, most,
And when
as an
his
independent
songs,
artist, you have to
and
be
he,
a thing.
so once he finally got getting the money, it was going to the record label.
But he never had a hit record to make dude. That dude, Boom is what made it a hit record. These songs.
That's not what everyone's saying. Like,
What song did he have that was a hit before Boom?
no, he was saying like that Boom Man was just like he wasn't doing all that. Like he was the one that was making the song hot.
No, I'm not.
Let's watch it.
Yeah, I want to watch
it.
because I feel like I want to see his perspective of what he's saying.
At that
I didn't
particular time
understand
was
the-
in the
not
height
only a
of
record
Travis
thing,
Porter
sounds
versus
crazy
Roscoe
to me.
Dash. Who's turned up is, you know what I'm saying, whatever. What we're doing in the studio, he's
Nest and scam Roscoe Dash
Unless
out of
you
a
say you
lot.
signed a contract.
Now
and you didn't
Roscoe
read the
Dash
contract.
broke this story
That's a
down on
different
Kim.
conversation.
He put in a fine
Boom
print.
Man gets a whiff of what we're
Matter what
doing
it
in the
is, that's why you
studio.
get a
He
lawyer.
sees where the creative juices are coming from, or
He was
whatever the
also
case
like,
may be.
I
So he's
don't
like, he
know.
makes a phone call.
Unless we're like friends and he didn't really take.
Yeah,
it
it was
back.
kind of like that
One of those
situation when
situations where
they're
they're friends.
18, they're both young, and like you think it's your boy, but he's actually scheming some shit up.
Okay. There you go then. If that's, let me see. Sorry. Let me see his perspective.
I was like, I want you to come back down and come just work with KE solo. Boom. So I come and do that. At that particular time was in the height of Travis Porter versus Roscoe Dash. Who's turned up is, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Whose song
I
is
remember
it?
that time.
So Boom Man's like, let's go create another version of the song with KE. Insert KE into the mix. KE reproduces the song. We give Vibe his credits. Boom Man hits me with, as soon as we got the Soulja Boy verse, which KE made happen, KE made that phone call from Turn Your Swag On. Within like 45 minutes of us putting it on YouTube, the labels were calling. And so Boom's like, nobody's gonna talk to me about a deal or none of that stuff unless we sign some paperwork or whatever the case may be. In that paperwork, which is supposed to be just some simple management, 20% standard, whatever, he ended up acquiring my admin rights and my publishing rights in that same deal.
Just tell me how old you were during this time before the
I had to be
festival.
18, barely.
Imagine
so
being
he
an
was a kid.
18-year-old
He was a
kid who
kid.
trusts.
Okay. But wasn't Boom a kid too at that time, though?
He was at least 25.
Oh, wait. I see he's a youngin too. Go back. Wait, what happened? I want
I'm
to
trying
hear
to
it.
keep the other guy's comment.
Oh no, yeah, I don't want to hear his comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so hold on.
I fuck with you, my guy. You know, my African brother. I forgot what country he's from.
Make millions of dollars while you were struggling.
So, in the midst of me signing my deal with Interscope, we inserted another furnishing company, right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say their name just because I'm still working on that.
We still
Boom.
at the negotiating.
Yeah. Okay. So they end up furnishing me the Interscope within like maybe a 3 to 6 month span of me having that Interscope deal, which is right around the time when Show Out came out, and we were shooting Show Out. Boom Man, out of whatever spiteful act he wanted to do, sold my contract to the furnishing company. I didn't even know this.
You see,
Yeah, I
Hold
found out in the recording booth when I came to say, "Hey, yo, I want to shoot."
so my thing is, but he's so young, so he didn't know. Okay. I'm thinking from a grown person's perspective, because
Yeah, we're in the 30s. I remember being in 18.
because I can see why he's gullible. Because because in my mind I'm thinking like, okay, so if it's 20%, if he's saying cool, he's supposed to be a manager 20% thing. How the fuck can the person work? Because what happens when it's time for me to get some certain money? How's money not coming direct to me? How do you not
No, it's
notice
going
that?
to, because Boom Man's when he said at the beginning is he signed himself as not just a manager. He gave him a paper that was also the record and something else. So he had the ownership of all his admin. He literally
understand.
owned his
No,
songs.
That's what he owns everything. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
So when they send the
what
money,
I'm-
it's going straight to
it has
Boom
to,
Man.
just like a record label.
Yeah, it's not going to him.
Because the record label is getting money first, and then they divide the money after. That's
Mm-hmm.
usually how it goes. That's what I'm trying to say. But to me, it's like, how the fuck did it? I guess you already signed the paper. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? He already signed it.
And depends how many album deals they gave him. Because what I'm taking about it is like, how the fuck you saying we homies? Or like, I don't know, maybe because
The guy snaked them. It's
I'm just
simple
thinking
as
of
that.
maybe because I'm just thinking of like,
You're thinking the guy is doing good or some shit? Or the
no,
guy
no,
is
no.
trying
I'm trying to stay PG on this. I'm trying to keep it.
Yeah.
Cause I'm thinking of like, how you what are we talking about? Like what? Let me just stop. Let's stay positive. Let's have a positive conversation. Continue. Let me on your. Cause my mind is going negative. Like, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? Like, I'm making you a manager and just gonna take all my shit, and you think you're just gonna let it slide? I'm not letting that slide like that.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? You're gonna break the law, which is not something like you gotta act like within like an actual like a regular person's mind frame. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I
this
can't
is like-
see myself.
like someone snaked you, and now
In
you gotta
that- no, I'm saying
get a
like
whole lot of
a
lawyers to
home-
get this written off. Like your boy
but
snaked you
nigga
heavy.
done that like. But that's the point. It's like 20 years after.
No, he did. He said he got a whole lot of lawyers to try to get.
How
it
long
back and
after?
shit. I'm not sure, but
That's what I'm saying,
Like
'cause
once
it's-
he realized like all this paperwork is all fraudulent, that's what you're saying. You say he had to get his, and the lawyers cost way too much money that he even
That's
had.
what I'm saying.
So like
That's what
this
I'm
whole
saying.
situation was
Where
fucked up from the start.
his songs were too big of records for him not to notice those times. Like, yo, fam, something.
No, he noticed, but he couldn't. Like, what do you think he would have done? Like, where's he getting monies for the lawyers, or when the money's going to the man that's gonna defend himself?
But you're not getting my points though. We're not keep making. It has this nigga. This not some one hit wonder guy.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga had monster records.
Mhm.
Like not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. This nigga had records, bro.
Mhm.
And that's the point I'm making. Like, bro, there's no way I'm bringing this much millions in, and I'm not touching nothing. And you telling me what are you gonna tell me? Like, that's the point I'm saying. If we're supposed to be this own boy on some switching where I wanted to just be my manager, and then somehow some way you co-opt me into signing some shit, and I'm looking at you like, wait, and I'm coming back to you and be like, yo, fam, let's have a conversation. Wait on now, but all
And
these
then
records
what
is doing.
happens?
Oh,
After that conversation, what happened when
that's
the
what
man
I'm saying.
said-
Now, I need to hear what your perspective about this shit. Like, either you're gonna tell me, oh, you fucked up, let's redo this contract.
The man didn't redo. He said he sold his contract to someone bigger. That's literally what he said. He sold his contract
Before you can even have that
before.
conversation
Yeah.
with him.
So he didn't like. What's he gonna do? Fight a whole Interscope company that owns your whole rights? Like that. The whole situation. He was fucked from the start.
Yeah.
Like, he literally
He's
couldn't
gonna
do
have to see
anything.
me still. No. He's gonna have to see me.
Like, the guy sticked him hard,
it's different
bro.
if we're not on, like, it's from like a far distance situation where it's on some like, I don't know. It feels.
Bro, imagine being signed at 18 and someone
I
sold
get
your
what
rights
no,
to some.
trust me. I get what you're saying.
like
If
an
that's what
Interscope or
if that's
something.
what he's saying,
Mhm.
I'm getting on what you're saying.
Mhm.
But I'm looking at him because of I know. I forget it because I'm thinking from a grown man perspective, and I'm just looking like, God damn, my guy. So
I'm trying to understand. Like, what's
how
the
do we
actual
go from
solution?
a manager situation? I have.
That's not criminal. That's actual. Like, what's the actual?
Well, I mean, the only thing you're gonna say,
solution?
well, of course, the gullible thing civilian gonna say is just get a lawyer. What else you gonna say? But that's not what I'm thinking. That situation, I gotta deal with you differently. But that's not what I'm not trying to get into that.
What if he's not even about that life?
You don't have to be about a fucking life in this situation. You're gonna be about a life in this situation. We're talking about millions of dollars, bro. What the fuck? That's not sliding, bro. Not in this situation where we homies and you're gonna do me like that. You're gonna think I'm gonna let it slide. The fact that we homies is the principle of it, bro. Some certain things is just no, it's not happening. No. Let's have that conversation. If we don't have that conversation, it's gonna go bad. Fuck it. You see, I don't want to talk like this because like I'm in a different space, but I just don't know. Now I feel like if it's on some shit where I'm down here and it's some company from a far company, some big company did you, and you're trying to find a way and you gotta I get all of that. But someone and nah, man, you don't do me like that, bro. Come on, I don't give it 20% of what I thought you was gonna get, and then you got out of your way and take everything, and I'm getting zero. And I'm
That's
just supposed
what
to
happened. Yeah,
that's my point. I'm just supposed to sit there and be like, I'm
trying
gonna
to get a lawyer
I'm gonna
and
wait
all
till I
that
get
shit.
money and get a lawyer, nigga.
No, the thing is, like, for me as like
Stop it.
someone that
Let's go do some shows because it's a nigga that had hit records. So the excuse of you couldn't get money for a lawyer is bullshit because that nigga had hit records and he was doing shows. So even if you're not getting money from the fucking the residuals, you can get money from the shows. That money, put that money, fuck the jewelry. Put that money towards the lawyer if you ain't gonna fight him, if you're gonna shoot him, you see, I don't want to talk like this. If you're gonna do nothing crazy, right? And you wanna be on some civilian shit, fine. I applaud that. And I'm praying my brain gets there one day because for some reason, every time I want to get on some, my brain still ain't there. I can't. You're not gonna do me like that. So, you know what? Fuck it, because it does happen. You know, my guy. I'm sorry, man. It does. I just
I don't understand
it gets
what
me
else
hot.
you do. Like,
I just feel like no, I'm not. You're still not getting my point. To a guy that you fucking know. What the fucking motives you do? Are you a man or what? Fucking motives I do. You gonna steal millions from me, nigga? Still fucking nigga. Folks get killed for fucking a bill. 2 bills. And you think it was still $1 million, and a manager's gonna look at you and just be like, hey, "It's okay, it's okay." So when you know, what are we talking about? Like, let's have realistic conversations now, bro.
I am. I'm
Like,
thinking
it's
about.
not-
I'm thinking about a man with. He's gonna.
If
Have
he's
kids,
not about
he's
that,
gonna
that's-
throw away his life. I get the amount of money, but what, he's gonna sacrifice his life for that when he could actually think about an actual plan to get it all.
So
back?
what is? That's what I said.
Like, I'm not-
That's what
I don't
said.
think
if your
reactively.
plan
I think as a grown
to
black
each
man, I think
situation,
you should think about-
if his plan of shit, that's cool enough. But we're not talking about millions of fucking dollars.
I don't
That's
think
what I just
nothing's
said.
worth your
Your
life.
excuse you said was, what did you say the excuse was? He doesn't have the fucking money for a lawyer.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
saying, how the fuck you ain't gonna have money for a lawyer and you have hit records?
Because all the money was going to the guy that owns it. That's what he was trying
You
to
get
explain.
show money. Your show money ain't going to the damn nigga.
I don't understand that part. I gotta understand. I gotta
Like
listen
what?
to
He
it.
has a gun in your fucking head where you go to a damn show too. Like, give me all the cash you gonna give you right now. All the back end gonna give you in cash. What, you gonna put a gun in your head too? So damn, nigga, at that point, that nigga quit doing music, bro. You just a fucking put on a skirt. Go home, go to church. It's not for you. What are we talking about, man? Like, if we just punking you like that, that's not for you. Just go to church. It's okay to be a good boy. It's not for everybody. It's okay. Then that's the problem. It's okay to be a good boy. It's okay. But look, come on, man. Let's have real dialogue. Like, your own homie doing it like that and you're just going to keep letting it slide. No. We got to
I
have
don't
that,
think you let
that
it slide,
conversation.
but I also don't think you become.
But that's what I'm saying. So that
reactive
at that point, you're going to get yourself a lawyer and keep having excuse of the money situation. That situation when you have shows. Do those shows that you do because you have hit record. This is not like some upcoming rapper or some shit. He had hit, not just regular hits, monster records. So you can't tell me it wasn't booking shows. So by booking shows, you can, come on, man, you can get yourself a lawyer and go against them. He's not the dude wasn't that big. That's what I'm saying. This wasn't a situation where he's going against a corporation.
He was. The guy sold his rights to a corporation.
You're still not getting my point. You're talking about the aftermath.
No,
right?
this was literally the whole when everything happened. It was all happening. Like, you got to listen to it again.
Yeah, so I think we're
It
gonna
was
watch
all
it
happening
because
like,
I'm taking it
when
from
he
your
found
word.
out he already sold his rights to the corporation. Is what I'm trying to tell you. It's like he was fighting like a big like Interscope corporation. That's like a whole
Those are
different type of
different.
money.
That's what I said.
That's
from
what
the
I'm saying. Like, what's he?
I was
Actually,
talking.
I'm trying to come up with.
Speaking about the one guy.
No, but he
that's
already
his own
sold
boy.
his rights. Like, when everything was like, he sold his rights basically right away. When the guy signed
soon
it,
soon
because
as
that's what he
took that
told
contract,
him.
he
He's
was
like, yo,
signed.
I need you to sign this to get them to sign to our label. And once he signed it, he sold his rights. So I'm trying to understand, what does he actually like from an actual I'm trying to think like from an actual logical perspective. How are you supposed to fight that kind of power?
Well, what logical?
And
What we
what's he-
said it is the civilian way we talked about is fucking. Of course, in that point would be trying to get your lawyer and get your shit together. Now the thing is,
I'm trying to think like, what's he actually supposed to
it's still
do
not
when
gonna
it's
happen
like
because all is gonna
like,
happen.
I
in
understand that
situation
man,
is-
he can get
what
him
is-
out of the way, but the actual company that
Hold on.
owns his
That's
rights
what
is
I'm-
kind of.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Maybe everybody's just different. I don't understand. Okay, like, is it a single deal? Is it an album deal? How many album? Like, how the fuck? Like, are you blind? Like, when you just pick up the paper and just like that's the part I'm a little confused. That's what I'm saying. Like, the trust level must be in the fact that
Yeah,
they're
they were
homeboys.
homeboys.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm gonna make you. And there's principle to that. It's not nah.
Yeah, but everything about that
So-
homeboy doesn't matter
so
when
what I'm
the
s-
another person owns
You're not
your rights.
getting. I get all of that, bro. You're still not getting my fucking point. What I'm saying is, when the homeboy brings the fucking paper to you, how the fuck are you gonna sit there? Did you just close your eyes and just sign when it came to that part of? You know, that's the point I'm saying. Like, even you fucking thing, even if you're fucking 18-year-old.
Let's listen to it again, because he.
Yeah,
Well, he
I gotta
said
take
it.
yeah, because I gotta take it. Like, did you just why did you just sign it like that without reading? You didn't get you didn't.
Nest and scam Roscoe.
Boom Man gets a whiff of what we're doing in the studio. He sees where the creative juices are coming from or whatever the case may be. So he makes a phone call. He's like, I want you to come back down and come just work with KE solo. Boom. So I come and do that. At that particular time was in the height of Travis Porter versus Roscoe Dash. Who's turned up is, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Whose song is it? So Boom Man's like, let's go create another version of the song with KE. Insert KE into the mix. KE reproduces the song. We give Bob his credits. Boom Man hits me with, as soon as we got the Soulja Boy verse, which KE made happen, KE made that phone call from Turn Your Swag On.
Okay, so that verse from
Within
Soulja
like
Boy.
45 minutes of us putting it on YouTube, the labels were calling. And so
Which was
Boom's
all the way
like,
turned up, right?
nobody's gonna talk to me about a deal or none of that stuff unless we sign some paperwork or whatever the case may be. In that paperwork, which is supposed to be just some simple management, 20% standard, whatever, he ended up acquiring my admin rights and my publishing rights in that same deal.
That is adamant and his
Just
publisher
tell me
rights.
how
So
old
that's
you
what- pause
were
it.
during this.
So that's what I'm saying. So
in that paperwork. Like
How- which means that's what I'm saying. Which means he really trusted that guy.
Yeah.
Because what I'm taking in is how do we go from 20% manager deal to 20 everything about your. It doesn't mean publishing for that one song.
No, but it's because the whole way everything was set up. It's like imagine we're making music together, and then you telling me for us to get this music published, you need me to sign this. Like it's like a quick paperwork.
Well, you have to.
but
Every
the thing
song you
is,
have
yeah,
to.
but
Regardless.
you're thinking it's like everything in the fine because the Boom Man.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think, you know what? I take my thing back. If it's a situation where I think they just maybe just
He literally got
the
snaked
trust
hard.
the trust level might just might not be that great where it just overlooked it. Like this guy would never do me like that type vibe, right? Where you didn't really think about. Because I'm thinking like, how do you go from a manager conversation to? It's not even the same. That's what I'm saying. Like it has to be like two different contracts. Like how do I
it's just
sign?
a big because the Boom Man got the contract from a lawyer, like he got a whole booklet. But this guy is thinking like he got this. He's like, okay, he thought he was from the labels, so he was thinking, okay, I'm gonna sign this to get my song published because
Yeah,
that's what
that's what
literally the guy told him.
I'd
that.
like to see, but
He
I'd
told
like
him
to-
directly. He's like, yo, we need to get you to sign this to get the labels to publish.
Well, duh. That's just
Yeah,
usually how
but
it is.
he had it in the hidden prints that he
But
owns
he-
his whole like he had this
That's
whole
the
thing.
part where I'm saying like
He just
damn,
snaked him.
man.
He had a
Yeah,
whole
well,
thing
clearly he
in the
did.
background.
I can see where the trust. I can, you know what? I can see where if you really fuck with someone like that, where you just felt like, well, he ain't gonna do me like that. Especially if y'all been fucking with each other for a while.
I just think like also being 18, never seen a contract before. Like you can read through a contract, but the thing about contracts, you need an actual lawyer to look
That's
through
what
a
I'm saying.
contract.
Like
And-
especially something where it's like that big of a deal.
Yeah,
where-
but like you
the
wouldn't
thing-
even know.
But I can see
when
where,
you're
like
getting
he's
told.
like he's saying, right? Because he thought he was not. I'm like listen to his, you know what I mean? Because at first I'm going off explanation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to what he's saying. I can see where he's thinking, like you said, like he's only signing a manager deal.
Yeah,
Meaning,
what he
like,
was
you're
told,
my
too.
manager, right? But in that paper was not actually that. In that paper was something totally different,
Mhm.
which he must have thought like you're not that intelligent enough to go and read. Not gonna read.
no,
through
but
this.
he didn't think he was gonna
Or-
lie to him in his face. Like
No,
the
no,
guy
no,
told him.
I'm
that.
saying the guy that did it is clearly, what someone to do that like me put that kind of shit right in your face, knowing he knows you feel like you're not intelligent enough to get a lawyer, or you're not intelligent enough like where you know you're gonna sit down and actually read this.
Mhm.
He knows you're gonna come up with excitement, which almost every 18-year-old would have done exact
Yeah,
same thing.
exactly.
If you know what I mean, at that, if he was 18 at that age,
He was.
right? Okay, you know what I mean. So you know what? When I look back, because I'm speaking from just being grown, I'm thinking to myself like, if I'm coming with you for my own man, I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I understand you got all the links and shit. You want to be my manager, cool. Like, how do we go from that to lane? First album, second album, third album, what? You know, what I'm trying to say, like, how the fuck I'm gonna sign 3 fucking album when I just asked to be a fucking manager? How does that even equate to each other? You're just a fucking manager. How do you become? You know,
But you
but
wouldn't
like
know that
said-
until after you signed it, or else you
No,
read through it.
That's what I'm saying. But
And
I would.
It's
but
like
no,
a whole
I'm-
elaborate book.
and that's what I'm saying to you. I'm thinking from the perspective of a grown man. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm challenging myself to go back into that mind of an 18-year-old
Mm-hmm.
again, where I'm saying I can see where, because what I'm saying to you is, to me it's like it's an obvious thing. Like a manager, it's not a fucking label in the situation. To me, it's two different things I'm gonna have to sign. So to sign one,
No, but he
paper-
didn't even know about the label aspect. Is what I'm
So
saying.
I understand.
Like,
a
imagine
thousand-
just
you're not
thinking
getting
you're
my
signing
point.
a manager thing.
I'm listening to you saying I understand 1,000% what
Mm-hmm.
the fuck you're saying now, because now I finally get what you're trying to explain is
Mm-hmm.
what he's saying. What I'm just saying is, at first, the reason I was going hard at it is because I'm thinking from a perspective of a grown man right now, thinking to myself, how do you sign? If I'm actually be a manager, how does that fucking become one album, two
Yeah,
songs?
yeah,
Three? You know, it takes
yeah.
a lot to one album. One album alone got like 14 songs in it,
Mm-hmm.
and only me and you only worked on one fucking song. How does me working on you with one song become these other 13, 14 songs I made by myself?
Yeah.
Get my point? That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you still not notice something's off here? But now, thinking now I gotta remind myself to go back as an 18-year-old. So most people, I can see where at that age you make that mistake of not taking that in, right? So my pushback before comes from just thinking as a grown person, like, buddy, it takes a lot to make one song,
Yeah.
and then to make 14 songs for one album and make another album, you still ain't know this nigga is fucking robbing you. It's crazy to me, right? But you said nigga already sold the thing. What are you gonna do at that
Yeah,
point?
he knew it from
At
the
that
start,
point,
but he was already too big.
at that point, to me, would have been the most thing you're gonna, if you ain't gonna fight, like I'm gonna repeat what I said again. If you're gonna fight him, if you're gonna stab him, if you're gonna shoot him, then guess what you gotta do? Go. I know the excuse of you ain't got no money in that
No,
situation.
that wouldn't even have
when you
done
got
anything.
when you got hit records, when you got hit records, I don't want to get that excuse because at that point you doing shows. So this is not regular hit records. These got monster records. Get those money that you was getting from them shows. You better go put out on a fucking lawyer. Forget about the fucking chain. Forget about the diamond jewelry. I know. It's very shiny. You want to buy that first. That ain't gonna be the most important on that point. Go, you know what I'm trying to say? That has to be where your money's going into. You have an excuse of it or not. No, you don't want to do that because that's too much money to put on the table and just let it go like that. Yeah. In that situation, especially knowing it happened from someone you really fuck with.
The thing is, like, for me, knowing a lot about, from the perspective of law, I know it would have been a waste of money, like, because he was fighting too big of an entity. He would have just been going homeless, basically, trying to get all his millions back for no reason.
And not just that.
Like, I understand the guy, but nothing you did to that. Yeah, exactly. So he would have lost it regardless. So nothing you did with that guy really mattered because that guy didn't own anything after anyways. So it would have been like everything.
Well, no, the nigga didn't just sell it for. I'm sure he sold it for something.
Yeah, but he wouldn't. So that's not the guy he could have took because he didn't own his rights anymore.
I understand that, but this is why I was saying before, like, a little bit hard for me. You see, maybe when I was a little younger, it would have been different. Because now I'm a little bit older, I might be thinking a little bit, trying to think a little more logical. But it's even at this age, grown man, it will be hard for me to let that shit slide on some.
Yeah, I understand.
It's too much fucking money.
I just don't think it would have done anything.
Nigga, no, it would not. Nah, nigga, we gonna do something. There's no way you slipping in fucking mansions and shit. I'm still sleeping in an apartment. Fuck that. That money they gave you, that check they gave you from that fucking big record label, it's mine. I want some of that shit back. What the fuck are we talking about? I'm not. Buddy, bro, there's some certain things that's
you're gonna have it for 2 days and then get like, what do you mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, let me stop. I don't want to talk like this. It's not worth it because we're trying to stay PG and I go somewhere with this. But yeah, it's some certain things which just not. It's not happening. Nah, not when we actually homies. It's a different, bro. It's some shit. Some niggas doing some shit from more distance, like you said, a big empire, and there's no one. It's just the name of the company, There's no one to really say you the one that's doing it like this. But we're talking to someone that you know. Yeah, God forbid, man. But it's just some certain things principle, man. It's just stop it, bro. And you think you're just gonna be the one that's so you took all my money, and you think you're just gonna be sitting in a mansion and driving around in Rolls Royces while I'm still taking the bus or doing a lift. Like this nigga was doing a lift. No disrespect to niggas doing lift. Nah, I apologize. But this nigga has hit records. Nah, man. He's not sleeping in that mansion in peace. Nah, we're gonna have to share that money. No. That money they give you from that record label, you gotta give me something from that. Unless that nigga just walks on with like some major securities every single day. And I want to go and run dry at that point. But yeah, but I would like to watch some of this. You know what I mean? We can learn. I wouldn't mind learning more from these situations, so we don't make the same mistakes. That's what it's about, chat. You know what I mean? What you got going on?
No, there's some.
But salute to you, Roscoe Dash, and salute to the other dude too. Hopefully, I can work it out. You know what I mean? But it's a good conversation. It's a good dialogue to have. Wait, it's like a short form go up? Look at it, like got like a summary of it.
No, it was just a video of them talking about it.
This one right here. That one. This is not it.
Roscoe signed, but he knew. I had to talk to his mama.
Hold on.
When I talked to his mama like, I don't care what he do. I don't understand why he doing his music stuff. She wasn't even supportive of it at first. And so I was like, don't worry about it, bro. I got you. Our contract was a management contract and a label contract, and he knew that. And I told him
that's a conflict, though, man.
But you can't do that.
I don't know.
Let's
you know now.
I know now, but
that's a conflict.
You can't do that.
It depends. It depends.
That's a conflict.
Nah, you can't do that.
It don't matter.
Bro, you know that's
you can't do
that.
He's just a snake.
You wouldn't want to sign no shit like that.
Why wouldn't?
You signed to a manage you, and he over your whole estate.
Nah.
You wouldn't do that.
Listen to me.
You do that right now.
Listen to me. If Jay-Z said you gonna manage me and goddamn,
you weren't Jay-Z, bro.
I'm gonna manage and I'm gonna sign you, boom. I'm gonna sign your label and manage it, and I'm gonna change your life. Sign me up, cause I'm not known right now.
Cause you know the business now.
Well,
I can
say
see
change
you
his
making
life.
that
They
mistake
change
as a
his
young.
life. They say that.
But I did. But whatever the situation, it don't even matter.
I can't
You want me
defend
to tell
this
you
nigga.
why?
I'm saying
This nigga
that's
just
how
a
he could
snake.
feel away though. That's what I'm just
He
bringing it
can
up. 'cause
feel
he
away.
could
He can feel away, but why would you feel away? You're having success.
He said he's never cashed the publishing check.
That ain't got
That's
nothing to do with
crazy.
me.
You the
What do you
label.
mean it got nothing? He's
Bro,
a label, nigga.
I did Copa.
You're gonna.
I didn't
I
take his
can't defend
publishing.
this nigga, bro.
At all.
He's crazy.
That's
So
a
you
lie.
sold him. He
He's
said
just
one
an idiot.
Did this nigga just say?
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Wait, hold on.
Like, come
Hold
on, bro.
So the other dude is saying different shit. So the other dude is saying he didn't know. This guy is saying he knew because his mom and them even knew. Right?
That's obviously cap.
So
bro. Come
I
on.
think I can see where the way even he said it in his face, I didn't believe those words that came out of his
Like,
mouth.
come on, bro.
In those situations, saying his mom said, "Just do whatever." What the fuck are you talking
Bro,
about?
come on, bro.
So you saying mom is you saying what you're saying is because his mom, even if his mom said do whatever, she don't mean do whatever, meaning do bad by her son.
That ain't got
one.
nothing to do with me. That's
So
all I need to
that's
hear,
one.
bro.
That's one. Two. Now I know they're beefing right now, so I can see where the anger they both have, whatever that is negative stuff, But the point I'm making is 3 though. How the fuck are you the record label? Right? You claim because you said out of your own mouth just now that you're the record label, and the nigga's also, and you also the nigga's manager.
It's a conflict of interest.
Hold on, that's already that's already a fucked up situation. But taking out really where this guy fucked himself over. You said you're the record label. The man said he ain't seen his publishing and shit, and you said, guess what the man's reply was? I don't care. How the fuck you the record label, and I'm telling you I ain't seen no public, but you the record label,
Bro,
But and you saying like that alone tells me
this nigga he's on some shit since
you
the start,
you just
bro.
watch yourself.
He's on some shit
You're
since
selfish,
the start.
motherfucker.
That's why I don't believe that. Like this, everyone's saying he was young too. I'm like, bro, he was on some rat. Like I was 18, knowing exactly if I was gonna snake someone or not.
Of course.
Like, come on, bro. Like he was
Nah,
snaking.
man, but that
He
nigga
was
just
a
out of
rat
his
from the
mouth just
start,
now,
man.
bro.
You could see a weasel from just how the way to talk from the
man,
start.
that was some cold shit, bro.
It's like
The man said, "Is you go back a little bit? Is that reply to I don't what the fuck you mean you don't care when you're the label?
One day he was standing.
Yeah, I'm the one.
No, yeah.
Roscoe signed, but he knew I had to talk to his mama. When I talked to his mama like, I don't care what he do. I don't understand why he doing his music stuff. She wasn't even
So that means
supportive
doing
of
bad?
it at first. And so I was like, don't worry about it, bro. I got you. Our contract was a management contract and a label contract. And he knew that. And I told him that
That's
we
a
was
conflict, though,
Fucked
man.
up when he said that.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know now.
I know now. But
That's a
back
conflict of interest, though,
It
back
depends.
then.
It depends. It depends.
That's a conflict, though.
It don't matter.
Boom, you know that's a country. I'm just saying, it was a
Bro,
conflict.
it was
So he could feel
2009.
some. You wouldn't want to sign no shit like that.
Why wouldn't?
You signed to a manage you, and he over your
He's in
whole
Bucks.
estate. You wouldn't do that.
He's in
Listen,
Blueface.
you do that.
I don't know for sure, but don't correct me if I'm wrong. He's in Blueface in WAC 100, similar situation like that. Like he's the record label and is also like his manager.
I don't know. I wouldn't think so.
I hope not, but I'm just thinking about like I'm trying because while we saying that right, I was trying to think in the industry like what I feel like is similar to that. It's like
There's
I
nothing similar to like blue.
because I feel like Blueface.
This is just a straight snake show.
No,
This
no.
just
This
a
is
whole-
no the music industry. This happens all the time. So
Yeah.
this is not like some. This is just sound good right now because it's algorithm right now. This is all. This has been happening before. You know what I mean? Before the early days, but before they went to Tupac and them, they've been doing this type of shit to artists from every. Not just this. In every genre of music, that happens. It happens a lot. The point I was just trying to make was. I don't even know, man. I don't think he is. Cause I'm looking at this shit like, how the fuck you gonna come out of your mouth and say some shit like that when a nigga just acts like,
Cause he's a rat, bro.
bro.
Do that right now.
That's
Listen to
cold.
me. If Jay-Z said you gonna manage me and goddamn I'ma manage and I'ma sign you.
Then he tries to
I'ma
justify
sign your
it
label
with
and
some
manage you.
dumb shit.
Crazy shit.
And I'ma change your life. Sign me up. Cause I'm not
Why you
known
know
right
something-
now.
why you know
So you know the
actually
business
do
now.
it?
I can see you making that mistake as a young.
But I did. But whatever the situation, it don't even matter. You want me to tell you why?
No, I'm saying that's how he could feel away though. That's what I'm just
he
bringing it
can
up. 'cause
feel away. He can feel away, but why would you feel away? You're having success.
He said he's never cashed the publishing check.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
You the
That's crazy
label?
to me.
Bro, I did Copub. I didn't take his publishing
He said
at all.
He
That's
said
a
you
lie.
sold him. He said one day he was standing in the booth. He said one day.
Pull out the paperwork.
He said,
Pull out the paperwork.
That nigga said one day he standing in the booth. He
Cap,
telling you,
I call
bro, I
Cap.
want to got there shoot a video. I got half on you. Like, bro, I
Everybody who
done
got
sold you, bro.
listen,
Yeah,
everybody.
that was the way that shit was cold.
He said, you
man.
like, bro, I sold you. I don't do that no more. I'm just mad at
That
you.
was
That's
crazy.
old.
You
Yeah, actually,
see,
that was
If that's
crazy.
what you said,
pull
that's
it
old.
up, somebody.
That was
Please
crazy.
pull it up.
That
But
man
that's
said,
cap.
bro, I found out I was sold when I tried.
That's cap. Let me
You
tell you.
was so-
I'm
that's
finna
fucked
give
up.
you the real.
Go
Let me
ahead.
tell you what happened.
I like how
That's
he's
That's a
keeping it
lie.
real
I didn't
with
even
them.
have. Matter of fact, I might.
He ended up furnishing me the Interscope within like maybe a 3 to 6 month span of me having that Interscope deal,
I like
which
how
is
they did
right
this.
around the
It's
time when
perfect.
Show
They put it
Out
together.
came out and we were shooting Show Out. Boom Man, out of whatever spiteful act he wanted to do, sold my contract to the furnishing company. I didn't even know this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I found out in the recording booth when I came to say,
crazy.
hey, yo, I want to shoot Summertime Swerving off Demolition 2020. I want to shoot a video for it. I'll go half on you. Let's just figure it out or whatever. He's like, oh, yeah, we don't handle that no more. We sold your contract to so-and-so. Now they got my admin rights,
How do you
publishing,
never
all kind of
ask
stuff
me,
like that.
No,
bro,
it wasn't
I'm
a
about
whole
to
lot.
do
Like
this
I
if
can't.
you
It was
owe
a
me
come
some
up.
shit,
For
like,
me. It was
yo,
my
fam, I'm about to
first
sign your
real
contract.
music come
The
up.
fact,
You know
see,
what I'm saying?
that alone is already foul, right? If we're supposed to be homies, right? Let's say and we in business partners, right? Whatever that is, whatever the situation they got going on. But I'm going to expect you. Let's say now you find some new link to some shit that you feel like you can make us some money. I would expect the man to at least tell the nigga before you even do that. Be like, yo, bro, guess
But
what?
he was a snake from the start. He
That's
wasn't
some
his
fuck-
homie. Only it was a one-sided homies thing.
Yeah,
Like,
man,
he
that's
wasn't
some
his
fucked up
homie.
shit, bro.
I was trying to tell you, this guy was a rat from the start. There's nothing he did that was
Damn, son.
like he's
I
not
thought
his
you was a
homie.
cool nigga before, man. You fucked up, man.
Nah, I feel like that's why you kind of trying to like see his side because you kind of know whatever.
I know him from time.
Yeah.
But
But
I didn't
nah,
know he was
yo.
on some because you
He
know
was
what
on
it
some
is.
bullshit.
Because I seen him like with a lot of artists, like independent artists and people that's trying to come up. So it looked like he's consistent trying to help folks, right? But I didn't realize some of the things he did where it was some like bullshit.
I feel like he's doing that to kind of like change his image or kind of like
No, but he's been doing this for years.
yeah.
like
But this
I
is
can't
09.
count. That's
So
what I'm
this
saying.
is kinda
And,
like
and,
a
and this
thing.
wasn't just one. He's Fujiano, whatever his name is. Few people like that where he's consistently like I'm not gonna lie. Once I gotta give him, always were like dudes you never heard of, right? And you see him like putting a chain on, and even if it's whatever cheap whatever you wanna call the chain is, right? At a time, like they just depends on what the conversation is. Folks are signing for like 5K chain and 10K chain, which is kind of crazy to me, right? But hey, you're the one that won that, and you want to sign to that. You know what I mean? So that's I just still think. Also, too, though, right? It's easy. People easily is gullible when they see that shiny stuff. A lot of times, what I see people do, they'll come with a chain, and then they'll give them like a quick $10,000, and all these people jump on that so quick.
yeah.
I say it consistently. Now, can I knock the nigga that's putting this in front of you and telling you this is what it is? But you have the right to be like, no, I don't want to sign this shit. That's too small of money, or that's too whatever this is, or I don't want this, or just give it this and that.
I think it's predatory. For sure.
Well, I mean, every business is. A lot of times, well, how much money can I make from a business?
Yeah, but if you're gonna ask me if it's right or wrong, I think it's wrong. Like,
well, I mean, how is it wrong from the perspective
it's
of...
if it's predatory, it's wrong.
Well,
I'm
if
not
it is,
gonna
but
agree
no, you're still not getting my point. How is it when you're an artist and this is someone that's saying, I want to invest into your stuff? This is a chain. This is 10K. Would you sign this? And after you sign this, I'm willing to keep, you know what I mean? Keep investing into you till you blow up. You don't have to sign it. You can say, no, it's okay. That's why I'm away for another record label. I'm away for a bigger record label. That's why you have options, right? A lot of times people going through, they don't sign to just the first contract to jump at. They go to different record labels and see what your value is, right? You don't just jump to the first offer you get. It makes no sense. But a lot of times, people's situations
exactly
coming from, but that's not the person's fault that you're in that situation.
it's not their fault. But
So-
if that's what you're going for, then you have a predatory mindset. Like if you're going for people with talent and that's what you're offering to, kind of thing, and it matters the mindset really. Like, it just matters your mindset for how you're dealing with it. If you're trying to go from it from an angle,
It's an
of
invest. First of all, no, I feel like I think this is where people get the music business kind of fucked up from the perspective of they forget it's just like any other business, but it's a fucking investment. A perfect example is Walmart is making billions of dollars, whatever that is. Walmart ain't paying the fucking workers millions of dollars. They pay them the same minimum wage of the whatever that city or Ontario or whatever state is. The nigga that's sitting at Walmart ain't thinking of because they're working for me, they gotta be making billions like me. That's not how business work. So what I'm saying to you is, but you don't have to work at
his
Walmart.
CEO is making millions.
That's my fucking
like there's a
well, you're still not
level
getting my point.
to it.
That's my fucking point. What I'm saying to you is, everyone that works in that Walmart, You don't have to work at that Walmart. Is what I'm trying to say. You have all the options of places to work at. But when you come to work at this Walmart, you know how much you're gonna get paid. Is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Just like any other jobs, you know your value. If you feel like this is not your value, what do you normally do? You apply for all the jobs that you think is your value, or whatever you think your value is. So what I'm saying is, when they put that contract in front of you as an artist like this, and the nigga says, "Yo, I got 10K, and I got a chain." I've seen it too many times of artists that jump on this stuff, and I've always wondered back in my mind, like, I'm sure they have their own reasons and things to do some of these things, but how can I knock the nigga that's giving you the offer that you never had, that you have the option, not with a man ain't got no gun in your damn head, to say no, I want more money, and then when you tell me I want more money, I have the right to say, this is what I have as my budget, or I can give you more, or you can wait for this so much to give you more. If not, then I understand if you want to go to a different record label to look for more. How the fuck is that? That's business, and that's any business.
Yeah, that sounds.
That's
like
what I'm saying. Now
that sounds straight like business, but I
yeah,
think
that's
the
what it
problem
is.
with
You know what I mean?
these contracts is they have there's stuff in them where they own your rights. Like,
Oh, that's a different
no
conversation.
actual.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
a
that's a lot of the music industry. They own your rights to a lot of stuff. There's no natural job where like they own my rights to shit. Like they own like my rights when I clock in, but like they don't own my whole category of
that's
like.
true, but most podcasts and would depend if in the media space, most of them usually do.
Yeah,
If
so
in the media space, they own most of your thing. A lot of times, that's why most of them cannot do exact same content of where they're working.
yeah, and they
will
can't do
force you to
content
like-
from outside of like
They will force you
outside
to do
of
like,
that job.
Let's
Like
say
in a regular, that's why I think you can't really compare it. In a regular job, you could work part time for another company.
No, what I was of course, even when you're doing just because you're an artist doesn't mean you can't fucking go sell liquor, go do this, go do all the things. You can still do all
No,
the
but
businesses
when it's within
that has nothing to
music,
do with well,
like a lot of the
if you
contracts,
sign,
you
if
gotta
you
do it
don't
with
sign,
that.
for example, like I don't know what this paper, whatever that is, but now we find out what the situation is. What I was talking about before was I was just specifically speaking about when somebody puts a fucking thing in front of your face like this and says this is what it is without being forced. What I'm saying to you is your common sense. You should know whatever you feel like your value is. If 10K sounds too small for you, the way it sounds crazy in my ears, if somebody come to me and put 10K in front of my face and say sign this, to me it sounds so little, right? But this is so common, is what I'm saying. I've seen it too many times where a lot of people are excited about those things, meaning knowing you're gonna sign this contract that says I'm signing to this record label. What the fuck you think comes with signing with a record label? You're giving up all your stuff when you sign this paper for 10K and a chain because my IG is gonna, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm gonna get more likes. I'm wearing diamond chains. Now the bitch is gonna see me. That's what I'm saying. Niggas will worry about the wrong shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like I see it too many times where I'm not talking about this nigga right here. Well, I'm sure he does it too, but I don't want to put him on the bus. But I'm talking about just people in general where they see what that thing is, but because of the fact that they're gonna get likes and things and a bunch of shit like that because of the fucking chain they put in the face, they automatically just think that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Because you signing that paper in that moment because you believe it's a good deal. Else you'll not be signing this shit. A nigga's telling you 10K and with a chain and you sign for 3 fucking albums and you think that's a fucking good deal.
That's crazy.
Because in your mind is, well, I get 10K right now where I can just make 30 songs. That's how they're thinking. They think from that perspective like, oh, it's not. But you're forgetting. What if nigga don't release this song for the next 5 years, 6 songs because you're saying you don't have a hit record? Now you're stuck with 10 grand for the next 8 years, whatever that is. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying like it's still crazy to me
I
that
also
people
think
still
like
do that in this era.
music stuff, like the music business in general, it's not something that's taught in school. So like how are like if you're a young
I only
kid,
knew this thing because of
yeah, but if you're a young
other
kid trying to be an
mistakes
artist
also.
and people are throwing like bringing you 10K, like I don't understand how you even learn.
You see, that's the
this
difference
stuff.
because even when I was 18, you're not giving me 10K, and I wasn't thinking, I would never thought, even at 18.
Yeah, I understand that.
But that's what it shocks me.
But even like a bigger note, let's say like even like 100K, it's not a lot when you really think about it in a grand scheme.
100K is not a lot of money,
But, like-
but what am I doing it for? For example, you put 100K in front of me on some shit where it's a single deal. You see what I just said? A single deal, one song. So that
So even 10K for a single deal isn't that bad.
No,
right? For
no,
one
like,
song.
You see,
It depends, like,
you see,
what
you see
kind
what
of
you just said?
thing.
Exact, and that's the mistake all of them make.
But, like-
exactly what you just said is what they all do. They all do the same thing. Exactly what you just said right now, which is why they all start crying later on. Because it sounds good when you're going through whatever you're going through in your situation, whatever that time is.
It depends on the situation.
That's what I'm saying. So now, think about it. You're an upcoming artist, for example, right? I'll use this guy as an example. You're looking at this nigga from your IG, scrolling through your IG. Every time you see him is with celebrities. It's with people that look like he's rubbing shoulders with people that look like they're famous, right? And you're a young dude that's been trying to make it, even an older guy, whatever, that's been trying to make it from time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You start to believe in this nigga's IG situation because every time you see him, it looks like he's with other artists, like he's helping people. So now that nigga hate you hit him up or you DM him and say, yo, bro, listen to my music. Nigga, listen to your music, goes, yo, I fucks with your music still. I'm gonna fly in and let's have a meeting. Cool. Now nigga flies you into Atlanta or Miami, whatever, Florida, whatever it's at, right? You get there. You go with your squad. You're excited because you're excited, like you want to make it so bad, right? Now, it puts the contract in front of you. And it goes, I'm going to sign you for 3 albums. You go, oh, yeah, that's a record deal, proper. And we're going to take this to the bigger record label. We're going to try to get some money for this. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Okay. All right. So how much you going to sign me for? Let me see the contract. Okay, all right. You know what? He tells you, I'm going to get my lawyers to get the paperwork done for you. I said, all right, perfect. The lawyers get the paperwork done. You see the paperwork, and it says, and the paperwork says, for that perspective, it says 10 grand.
For 3 out, that's a little crazy.
With a chain. Because they gonna get you. They gotta get you something shiny. They ain't gonna be just 10 grand. They gotta put a chain and a watch or something, right? Or something there. So now, automatically, because that youngin is thinking, shit, I can't wait to get back to my to the city. You see this shit on my, they're thinking that big chain. You know what I mean? That that alone gets them, and I got 10 grand.
No, but that's 3 albums.
But that's not. They're not thinking that way because the perspective is, I have this 10 grand now. I'm gonna go back to the block and I'm gonna flip this money and this and that. It's a mentality thing.
I wanna put a scenario where it's like more like it's actually a hard choice. Like what if you're 16 years old, right? And someone
16 years old, you can't sign your own contract. Your parents.
Yeah, but let's say you have a parent like a single mom or whatever, right?
Okay.
And you're 16 years old. You're good at making music. And you live in like wherever. Most artists aren't.
I already got an answer to what you're gonna say before you can even finish it. Okay. Finish what you say.
So you have a buzzing song out there, one song that you made, one buzzing song, and someone sees it online. They come up with you and they said, "All right, you got, say like."
And you're 16, right?
Yeah, you're 16. Let's say like 100K. One song contract.
But that's a different conversation though. You just said it. Well, that's a single deal. We're not having a single deal. I was talking about single deal. That's what you said. You asked me earlier. You said 100K, and I'm like, but it's a single deal. Mm-hmm. That's a different conversation. Because 100K for a single deal, there's a way where I can still write this. At least negotiate this contract where I get the 100K upfront, right? That's 100K. But now, over time, I'm in percent. I still want a point of the records. There's ways to do that. Now,
but you, as a 16-year-old, like, how would you know about the points and stuff?
It's not for you.
That stuff is just hard.
You're not getting my point. You cannot sign at 16. You cannot sign a contract at 16.
No, but like your mom wouldn't.
Your mom's. That's why your mom is the adult.
But
so if she doesn't know nothing, that's she gets a fucking lawyer. You don't need a expensive lawyer to read through a lawyer. A lawyer you can pay 2 bills. The lawyer will read through your contract for you for 2 bills. Let's not hack like you need a fucking thousands of dollars for the lawyer to read through that contract for you. You can find a lawyer that can read some shit for you. So what I'm saying is, especially as an adult, there's no excuse. You see, that kid has an excuse because he's 16. But your mother is not a kid. The mother is an adult. So we got to hold the adult accountable for, you know what I'm trying to say? For adult decisions. So when an adult gets a contract, the same way when the mom, wherever she's leaving for the rent, I'm sure she didn't just sign anything for the rent, right? She looked through the fucking, when she was dealing with the rent to make sure. So in those, when it comes to contract, things like that, it's hard for me to, in a mom situation, I don't know much, to not think of, wait, as an adult, I need to get a lawyer for this if I don't know how to, if I don't know, let's say she's not even educated, maybe she don't know how to read, right? More times in that situation, you either get, if I remember I knows how to read, if I remember it's going to tell you, guess what, I know how to read, but I'm not a lawyer, so let's get a lawyer for this. So what I'm saying to you is still, no matter what, in those scenarios, because an adult is involved, not the 16-year-old, is out of his hand. When you're 16, you cannot sign a contract regardless. So the decision is not even made on you, no matter how much you want to do it. It still has to be your guardian that signs this paper for you. Now,
so like 2 years 18, more, and you need to know all that. So like I'm just adding 16 plus 2, you're 18, and like all of a sudden you need to know.
Okay, when you're 18, for example.
So much shit, and I just don't think I knew all that even as a I was a smart 18-year-old.
Okay, wait a second. That's what I'm saying. Depends on the person. You see, at 18, I never thought 10K was a lot of fucking money.
Well, let's say 50. Like, where's the range for where
for one deal?
No, not an album, one song.
For one song, I'm saying, even as an adult, you can sign a deal for $100,000 for one single deal. That's what
But
I'm
where
saying.
where is
It's
it
a
not
difference
worth
between
it?
one,
Like,
you know what a single is? One single is one song.
Yeah.
Yeah, a single deal is totally different from making a whole damn album. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if I'm making a whole damn fucking album, how much is this fucking budget, buddy? If you're gonna give me 10K, you can't even make a full. Like,
no, 10K is too small.
But this
Huh?
is what most of the people are signing for. Is what I'm
for
saying.
an album.
But these niggas signed a
That's
whole. They signed a
fucked.
record deal. What do you think a record deal is? Right. Most of them are not
10K?
signing. Most of these
That's
guys are not
fucked.
signing single deals. They're signing like
That's
record deals,
crazy.
right? So okay, fine. So I'm saying. I'm saying fine. Let's give a better example. Let's say. For album deal, they give you and they offering they're offering 100K. Most people that's trying to make it will sign that because that's $100,000 for them, and they think from the perspective of, well, guess what? I got bare songs recorded already.
Mm-hmm.
That's what 40 songs, buddy. I make 5 songs a day. Oh, I could just freestyle. I can just go to right now freestyle. I'll get out of the way. I'll get my country out of the way. But that's not how it works. Because if that record label feels like the song ain't good, they ain't putting that shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I think there needs to be classes for this stuff though. I think like because usually the age of artists are very young. I just don't think you learn that stuff at that age. Like I didn't know that stuff at that age. If you ask, like, and I'm telling you, like I'm not a dumbass. Like, but if you're gonna present me 100K at 18 for something I know,
four
probably
albums?
4 albums, I'll be like, okay, that's kind of the
3
4 sounds
albums.
like a lot. Even that sounds like a lot to me. That just sounds like a lot of work.
2 albums.
2 albums, I'll probably be like, okay.
100K.
Some sounds like it matters what situation I was at too. Like
For 100K to album and you're a kid, I can see where you can be like, you know what? That's just 20 songs, 30 songs.
yeah, if I was living alone, I had a lot
Not
of
even that,
bills.
even if you was your
18 years
family,
old, and I
At
was like,
18
you
year
know.
old, you still going. I can see where that one is still more.
But you could easily be trapped by that, and it's like now you're in it till you're 30 something, and
Yeah.
I just think there needs to be some kind of like classes for that because that's just that's a trap, and I think it's a trap for young.
And the music
black
industry
kids in
is a
general.
crazy. It's a dirty business.
Yeah.
A dirty game. You know what I mean? And it's a lot of gatekeepers too when it comes to the music industry. So
And the
that's
people
what-
the people that are gatekeeping aren't in your best interest. Like a lot of them are trying to just
a lot of times they want to become. They just want to keep their immunity to themselves.
yeah.
Almost like Nigerian politicians.
No, there needs to be some kind of education for that kind of stuff. For
No, for
sure.
real, no, I see where you're coming from. Like I see it, but I think those numbers is just some sort of numbers just don't ring well with me.
Like it
And
seems like
also,
common
too,
sense too, but
we've been
I don't
touching
think people are.
Also too, you forget that everybody's not as single. I've been touching. Well, we've been touching money for a long time. It's like some certain type of money, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
so I don't get too. So I can see where because I'm just looking back. I'm trying to think back when I was 18. I'm like, I can't see like a 10K or 20K even being a reasonable conversation to even for me to even sit down and have with like anybody in terms of like, let me see, if I was an artist back then, let me just sign for 20K. It's like, it just sounds crazy even back then to me. So I can't. I mean, to each his own. But hey, also too depends, like you said, man. Depends on like someone's just really going through it and they need that money badly. You know what I mean? Maybe like, especially in America where like they don't have like the health thing free, right? When it comes to the aspect of it. So I can see what maybe like a situation maybe like somebody's mom is going through like a hard time, she's really sick,
Or
you know what I
something
mean?
sick, yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
needs that money badly, and he's thinking to himself like, bro, fuck it, man. Unless I got to rob a bank, which I don't want to do. I don't want to go to jail and this and that and that. Or it's an honest thing I can do. You see, those situations are a totally different conversation. But I'm talking about like a nigga that walked in there with like a head up, excited, and you left that place with the intention of thinking 10K was good enough money,
No,
20K
he's
is good
just
enough money.
not thinking.
And even if you're 18, it's like, god damn, nigga, like, at least what is your own value? Like, I want you to value your own self, right? Like, you know what I mean? But then, I don't know.
But I also think people are on the corner for less. People are like,
You know what I think it is too? You know what? I take it back. Like, some parts I take it back because I'm just looking at like this 20, like, being that young, like, bro, you really gonna be thinking like I'm about to go flip this 10K.
yeah, you really think you could?
Like, in his
you
mind,
think
like,
you rule the
you
world at
gonna
that
think,
age?
like,
you think you can do so
I'm
much
looking
shit?
back, I'm like, I can see a nigga be like, you know what, fuck it, let me sign that, man. I'm gonna go flip this thing real quick, and quadruple this real quick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna show these niggas I can, you know, and not realizing, yeah, I can see that too. Where it's like you thinking it to yourself, like I came too far. I came all the way from here, flew over here. There's no way I'm leaving here without getting this money. In my
At
pocket.
18, that's the age where I think I know a lot, but I actually don't. Like, that's the age I think I
of course,
I know
because
so much
you can
shit.
look back now and
then
see,
you look
like,
back, you're like, what the fuck? I don't
she was
know
grown.
shit.
Yeah, that's how it is. Nah, it's for real. Let's what else is out there? What else we got for them? Chat. We don't want to bore you out tomorrow. Hopefully y'all still with us and having a good time. We're gonna skim through this real quick, but let's try to have a little conversation about the. You want to see the 50 Cent? Okay, listen to the 50 track right now. I'm sure y'all been paying attention a little bit, or probably a lot, to the back and forth between everybody going at 50 Cent right now, man. You know how that goes. You see, he claims the algorithm. Yes, he is. It's quite obvious. It seems like every time someone's got some kind of promotion or got something going on, they go right at him because they know he's gonna reply back, and that's also, you know what I mean. They say all publicity is all good publicity. That's what they usually say. But hey, let's hear a little bit of the record he just dropped 4 years ago. From what I heard, or I think he dropped it yesterday. It's not a diss record really, but it's a great record from what I've been reading the comments and stuff. People seem to love this one compared to the other two. His replies today regarding T.I. and Papoose and them, and also the Pimeno, Fabulous, Jim Jones, and Davies. You know what I mean? He's been beefing with everybody, man. Let's see it. Let's hear it.
American hustler. While rubbing elbows in the hills of high society, I look back at my life and realize the hood lied to me.
I like this already.
Built the bullshit, since a pride inside of me. Shit, they ain't even stick to the codes that they provided me. I go hard like I'm supposed to. See, I'm trying to be level-headed so I don't show you the dark side of me. I'm a boss and the boss is what you're trying to be. Jealous won't supply when you help us develop rivalries.
Put this shit back. Put this back. Put this back. Put this back. Put this back. Keep talking that talk. Keep talking that talk.
While rubbing elbows in the hills of high society, I look back at my life and realize the hood lied to me. Built the bullshit, since a pride inside of me. Shit, they ain't even stick to the codes that they provided me. I go hard like I'm supposed to. See, I'm trying to be level-headed so I don't show you the dark side of me. I'm a boss and the boss is what you're trying to be. Jealous won't supply when you help us develop rivalries. Corporate America seems to be scared of us. There's nowhere to prepare for us. Got to break bread for us. The streets taught us to bond.
The big spin is too loud of this. The beat is too loud.
Ain't dead, I'm off for death with us. Street entrepreneur, hustler to the core. Catch you come up, then come up a little more.
I don't think this is the right
you ain't get it out the mud. You don't even know what I'm chatting about.
No, go back. This is not a record. Skip this. See if you can find a different person. I feel like whoever this posted this, it made the beat way too like you barely hear the words. That was not the ones. It's the same song, but it's just whatever this version is, it's fucking up the song a little bit. If you can be able to find another, but he was spitting some shit, but we couldn't hear his work clearly on this. Or maybe we can get someone's reaction. It's one of those pictures that has like a glow, like it's going on to it. Yeah, similar to these people's reactions, but I don't want to see it.
They're not gonna play it. Reactions don't play it because it's gonna be copyright.
So they're gonna keep stopping and talking also. Yeah.
They're not even gonna like really play it.
No, they're gonna play it. It's a reaction video to a song. Yeah, they're gonna play it.
What's poppin', Trey TV?
But the only thing is, but they're gonna be talking a lot. Yeah.
If you ain't get it out the mud like me, you're not.
Go back. But yeah, they playing from that same version too, so they're gonna be going through the struggle.
Everyone's playing the same thing.
No, people that's playing from his thing sounds more clear. I feel like.
I thought by eliminating half of life.
Can y'all see this shit? With the algorithm.
Yeah, go back.
They provided me. I go hard like I'm supposed to. See, I'm trying to be level-headed so I don't show you the dark side of me.
This be the name of his album coming through that.
Okay.
While rubbing elbows in the hills of high society, I look back at my life and realize the hood lied to me. Built the bullshit, since a pride inside of me. Shit, they ain't even stick to the codes that they provided me. I go hard like I'm supposed to. See, I'm trying to be level-headed so I don't show you the dark side of me. I'm a boss and the boss is what you're trying to be. Jealous won't supply when you help us develop rivalries. Corporate America seems to be scared of us. There's no way to prepare for us. Got to break bread for us. The streets taught us to bond with what would better us, and all competitors that ain't dead are marked for death with us. Street entrepreneur, hustler to the core. Catch you come up, then come up a little more. Silver spoon in your mouth, you ain't get it out the mud. You don't even know what I'm chatting
this shit hard, bro.
Yeah, he's spitting. He's spitting.
American hustler.
Yeah, this shit hard, though.
I'm a motherfucking hustler. American hustler.
Shit hard, bro. And he can still rap, bro. He can still rap, dog.
I look back at my life and realize the hood.
That sounds like some old Fifth shit.
While rubbing elbows in the hills of high society, I look back at my life and realize the hood lied to me. Built the bullshit, since a pride inside of me. Shit, they ain't even stick to the codes that they provided me. I go hard like I'm supposed to. See, I'm trying to be level-headed so I don't show you the dark side of me. I'm a boss and the boss is what you're trying to be. Jealous roots of poverty help us develop rivalries. Corporate America seems to be scared of us. There's nowhere to prepare for us. Got to break bread for us.
This don't even sound like Fifth, bro.
Prepare for us. Got to break bread for us. The streets taught us to bond with what would better us, and all competitors that ain't dead are marked for death with us. Entrepreneur. The call. Catch you come up, then come up a little more. Silver spoon in your mouth. You ain't get it out the mud. You don't even know what I'm chatting about.
This is a story.
That's just annoying. Alright, listen to
American hustler. While rubbing elbows in the hills of high society, I look back at my life and realize the hood lied to me. Built the bullshit, since a pride inside of me. Shit, they ain't even stick to the codes that they provided me. I go hard like I'm supposed to. See, I'm trying to be level-headed so I don't show you the dark side of me. I'm a boss and the boss is what you're trying to be. Jealous roots of poverty help us develop rivalries. Corporate America seems to be scared of us. There's nowhere to prepare for us. Got to break bread for us. The streets taught us to bond with what would better us, and all competitors that ain't dead are marked for death with us. Straight entrepreneur, hustler to the core. Catch you come up, then come up a little more. Silver spoon in your mouth, you ain't get it out the mud. You don't even know what I'm chatting about. American hustler. I'm a motherfucking hustler.
Yeah, that shit's hard. That shit hard. Even the hook is nasty. Yeah.
If niggas say the money ain't changed them, they ain't made enough. Cause niggas will change right around you, so you ain't gave enough. Entitlement is real shit, boy, I ain't make it up. So when that paper coming, you got to know how to break it up. Income to fuck shit right when you caking up. Batarang to your front door right while you waking up. Every time shit going smooth, they gotta shake it up. Who done told the feds some bullshit, now they got us cuffed. Look around here, nigga, there ain't a lot to love. These bitches ain't shit, they telling on the plugs. I don't think shit going how it's supposed to be. We cool from a distance, I just don't want you close to me. Got trust issues cause niggas you trust get you. Have all kind of time to think about how they did you. Sit and flash back to moments when it was lit. What kind of real nigga look right at you and snitch?
He's spitting on this one. He talking that. He's talking that. My boy talking that. Yeah, he still got it, man. Yes, 50. And then just the movies, huh? Yeah. This reminds me of that Jay-Z something back in the day. American Gangster, right? That's what it's called. Think about that second verse one more time. It's just that second verse.
Ain't a lot to love. Shake it up, but coming, you got to know how to break it up. Income to fuck shit right when you caking up. American hustler.
That's like a verse.
If niggas say the money ain't changed them, they ain't made enough. Cause niggas will change right around you, so you ain't gave enough. Entitlement is real shit, boy, I ain't make it up. So when that paper coming, you got to know how to break it up. Income to fuck shit right when you caking up. Batarang to your front door right while you waking up. Every time shit going smooth, they gotta shake it up. Who done told the feds some bullshit, now they got us cuffed. Look around here, nigga, there ain't a lot to love. These bitches ain't shit, they telling on the plugs. I don't think shit going how it's supposed to be. We cool from a distance, I just don't want you close to me. Got trust issues cause niggas you trust get you. Have all kind of time to think about how they get you. Sit and flash back to moments was when it was lit. What kind of real nigga look right at you and snitch?
What kind of real nigga look right at you and snitch? America, Victim. He did his thing. Yes, 50. Big one. He did one on that one still. That shit fire. Yeah, man. I think just refreshing because the way music has changed for so long, hearing something like that again feels refreshing, man. Wow. And imagine if it was mixed and mastered properly. Would have been crazy. You think we got enough time to run through we want to do for next? We should do it for next episode. In terms of the with the politics and the war and everything. What time is it right now? I feel like probably how long we been on for?
An hour 30.
I want to push it. Maybe you know what? Maybe we should put it to the next one, because that conversation gonna be for a while. And I want to make sure we get in full detail when it comes to that.
Yeah, I feel like I gotta learn a little bit more.
You're gonna take some time to get through it. So let's do that. Let's do another one in a few days, and run through it. You know what I mean? But hey, guys, man, it's been a real one. It's been great. Hopefully y'all had a good time with us. It's another episode, man, and we're gonna see you again in a few days.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate y'all.
Stay well, stay blessed, and keep God first. Peace.
Brick by brick.